Hey, how's it going, everybody? We're back in a familiar room with a unfamiliar face. My name is John Alonzo, and I work here at Scoggin-Dickey Raceshop alongside Nick and Dane, Aaron, Alan, and all the crew. Today we're going to highlight our 582 Headhunter that will actually be raffled off at the Great American Bracket Race USA 100,000 to win bracket race, which is held at Capital City Motorsports Park September 8th through the 11th in Montgomery, Alabama. It's going to be a great race, and somebody's going to walk away with a great piece. We're going to finish dyno on this thing, see what it makes, and then after that we're going to go over some preventative maintenance and some products that we think that every racer should have in their trailer or their garage at home. Let's see what this thing does. Well, first things first, we're going to talk about the oil that we use. We use a Maxima break-in oil, 10W30, 1550. We use them both. Both are great products. So if you're building a motor at home and you want to break it in yourself, we can get this case, about 12 quarts a case. We also sell these filters here. Use them in race cars, take them apart. You can use them in street cars. This here is K&P Engineering. This here works great. I mean, very little parts. Has a spring in here, a magnet on the filter, catch any metal material. Comes with this neat little socket that you can tighten it up to, and it's very simple. I mean, you put it in there, you twist, and here's your top part for the adapter. This is actually the big block version, and we did some testing on this on the dyno. It looks a little small, but we had zero difference in oil pressure. Next in line is a System 1. This is also a great product. It comes apart here, this comes apart, and here's your micron filter. You can clean these up in any solvent tank and put them back together, reusable many times as you want. We do sell replacement O-rings for these and filters themselves. So next step would be, let's take off these valve covers and let's get a look at this valve train. Alright, first thing we're going to do is run lash. We're going to run lash using this nice LSM valve lash adjusting tool. It's actually preset to 22 foot-pounds. And we sell these here. They come in a kit with three different Allen wrenches, the actual tool itself, but you will need to provide a 3/8 socket to whatever fits your adjuster nut. And if it's your first time adjusting valve lash with this, it's recommended that you actually use a socket and ratchet to back it off. You don't want to damage the product at all by backing it off, and it may be torqued to higher than 22. So they tell you to initially back it off with a socket and wrench. And there's great instructions in there. So we'll start with running the intake. And on the intake valve, we're going to run it when the exhaust first opens up. So that one here just opened up. We run ours at 24, and the motor is at operating temperature. It's 140 degrees, and that fits in there nice and snug. Now, if you were to need adjustment, you can back it off, do your adjustment, and this here will torque, and it actually will give at 22 foot-pounds, so you never over-torque your adjuster nut. And we see problems with this quite often. Over-torque leads to strip threads, the actual rocker arm breaking and fatiguing in this certain area here. So always use this tool, and it'll save you heartache down the road. So the intake is set. Next is the exhaust. We're going to set it when the intake valve first starts to come back up. It's coming fully open, and it's starting to close. We'll set the exhaust. And it's 24 thousandths, feels nice and snug. Everybody has a different feel, but you just want to get your feel, whether it's 23 or 25 or whatever it may be. You're looking for consistency. As soon as you start seeing lash increase, you could have a lifter problem. You could have an actual rocker arm problem with the tip and push rod problem, several things. So you want to make sure you stay on top of that and notate that. in your logbook or whatever you want to use, but every time you change oil, you want to run your Latch. And also, LSM has this nice spring checker. It's from 0 to 600 pounds. And so we just check this exhaust, so we can go ahead and check spring pressure too. So you want to get it to where it just opens it, takes it off the valve off the seat, and we're measuring about 360 pounds. And also with this, you're looking for consistency. And so if you have a valve spring that's 10 to 15 pounds off, not a bad problem. But if you start getting to 20, 30, you need to look into it a little bit deeper and see what's causing it. Yeah, and that's about all we got for preventative maintenance. We have all these products on the shelf here at Scoggin-Dickey Parts Center, as well as our race shop trailer. We carry these parts. And the last but not least is Foggit, our high performance fogging oil. We do this on every motor that leaves on the dyno. There's great instructions here for short-term use and long-term use. There's different techniques for both. We do the long-term use because these motors may sit for a while. You may have it sit in your garage or your shop before you put it in, and we want to make sure there's no rust in the cylinder walls and everything's lubricated. So this will be the last thing we do to this motor. We'll take it off, get it crated up, and get it sent to the Cummins boys, and be waiting on the raffle winner. We appreciate everybody watching, and see you next time.